everyone. Let's do another cooking show, huh? You guys ready for another recipe? This one is a sweet treat. It will be perfect for brunch, a weekend breakfast, or let's be honest, since we're all staying at home these days, it'll just be good for any breakfast, any day of the week. We are cooking in this episode of Quarantine Cooking with a Single Girl's Gotta Eat. We are making pumpkin baked oatmeal. Now, if you guys remember, I did a blueberry baked oatmeal a couple months ago, right at the beginning of when I started this. It is delicious. I would eat it for like snack, for breakfast, for dinner, for everything. It's so good. So I am going to share another recipe with you guys when it comes to pumpkin baked oatmeal. This one is from Mommy Potamus. I will put the link below so you guys have the full recipe to look at, but yeah, this is going to be a good one. I'm very excited. Okay, so pumpkin baked oatmeal. This is, sorry for the weird angle, you know, you just got to do what you got to do and work with what you got. So the first thing you're going to do is preheat your oven to 375, okay, and you're going to cook this for like 30 to 35 minutes and then let it sit and cool for like 5 after that. Get yourself an 8x8 pan. That is the best size for this. You can spray it with cooking spray, you can spray it with, or you know, rub some coconut oil on the outside or some butter. I did some cooking spray. Pyrex, if you guys don't have an 8x8 pan, Pyrex, the best. So look for maybe some of those, okay? Okay, let's get started on this recipe. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna mix all of your dry ingredients together, okay? So that is 2.5 cups of oats, which I already pre-measured into this. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me mug, right? We need that. We need that reminder during this season because it is a crazy season for sure, right? 2.5 cups of oats. You are gonna put in 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I always have to look like double check, triple check, baking powder you are using in this recipe. 1 teaspoon, and then 2 tablespoons of pumpkin pie spice. So I have those pre-measured out here. You can see those. You can either make your own with a combination of ginger, cloves, nutmeg, allspice, cinnamon, or you can just go to the store and buy your pumpkin pie spice, okay? Whatever you wanna do. So I am actually just adding these into my bowl of oats already, and then just doing a quick stir in my bowl of oats. We are going to mix the wet ingredients and the dry ingredients separately and then add them together. So getting that mixed up. You guys, once again, oatmeal is something I buy in bulk because I use it in a ton of different recipes. You can just, you know, eat it plain like normal oatmeal, but then so many of like the healthier versions of recipes call for oats. So just buy them in bulk. If you have the pantry space, even if you don't, this is something that I mean, typically if I'm either staying with friends or having roommates, I will typically still buy bulk oats because I use them so much. And then just make sure that I carve space out in my limited space, limited pantry to make sure that I can get my oats in there. So that is definitely one thing I buy in bulk, and you can buy it at Costco or Sam's Club, or you can buy it online at like Amazon, okay? So mix up your oats. Oh shoot, just a second, I lost the recipe. Your oats, your baking powder, your pumpkin pumpkin pie spice. You can also add dates or raisins to this. I do not have either one of those. I've had this before with raisins in it, and it's really good. But I'm not a big raisin fan, so I never have them on hand. But you can add in dates or raisins if you want to add that, and that you would just add in 1/4 cups, okay? So we've got our dry ingredients all mixed together. Now we are gonna add the wet ingredients together, okay? So grab a larger bowl, and you are gonna put in, let me get this for you, 1 cup of milk. You guys, I'm using almond milk because I don't drink a whole lot of dairy, And so I don't want to have regular milk on hand when I don't use it. So I substitute almond milk quite often for the recipes I call for regular milk. That's just a trick that I do. And I always buy, really honestly, the smallest container I can because I don't like things to go to waste. And because I drink milk so infrequently, I don't buy big containers of it. If you do want to use regular milk, one little trick to do is to go buy just the little, have you guys seen like the little, almost like a single serve milk jugs at the store? So you can go buy one of those. It's a couple cups of milk and you can use it for the recipe, but then you're not gonna have like a half gallon or a full gallon in your fridge just sitting there waiting to go bad, or like you having to come up with a recipe to use it in. Does that make sense? So that's just a little trick. So put in your milk. We are gonna do 1 cup of pumpkin puree, okay? Just go get some canned pumpkin from the store. Get all of that goodness in there. Um, 4 large eggs, which I've already cracked and put in this bowl. 4 eggs. 2 tablespoons of melted butter, or you can use coconut oil. I have coconut oil on hand. I cook a lot with coconut oil. That is something else I also buy in bulk. You guys can see my ginormous coconut oil here. I buy this in bulk too because I use it a lot and it lasts a long time, and it is by far the cheapest option for getting coconut oil. As opposed to getting just smaller jars at, you know, the regular grocery stores. So I would go to Costco or Sam's Club or buy bulk online if you use coconut oil a lot. And again, this is one of those things that even in a small shared space, I would carve out room for this as a bulk item in my shared limited pantry. Okay, so 2 tablespoons of coconut oil or butter. Half a cup of maple syrup. I needed this again. You guys, this recipe is so good. Perfect amount as I use up my maple syrup. All right, and then 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, okay? Oh my goodness, we're using up all of the things. I love using up things, so this is like giving me so much pleasure right now, I can't even tell you. Okay, so we have all of our wet ingredients in there. We are going to, let me just make sure I'm reading the recipe right. Just gonna whisk those together. Let's see if I can do this real quick. This is when it gets a little tricky, when I don't really have the counter space to be doing all this stuff. But right, we can cook, we can make any type of kitchen work. Just gotta get creative. All right, so whisking this together, then what you're gonna do is you're gonna add in the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients. You're gonna mix that really well, and then you're just literally gonna pour it into the pan and call it good. You guys, so this is a super, super easy recipe, right? Not a ton of ingredients. Again, remember 375 for 30 to 35 minutes. I'm just gonna try to get everything well combined here. This, you know, I mentioned before that with the blueberry baked oatmeal, I like, I would eat it for snacks. Sorry, you guys are only getting half of my face in here. I would eat it for snacks. And honestly, like the way that it sets up is so convenient for you just to stick in a little like reusable Tupperware or a reusable Ziploc bag and just take it with you if you're gonna be in the car for a while, if you need a snack at some point. Right, because there's no reason why any of us should be getting hangry, because that does not serve the world or each other in any way, at least if you're like me. So, okay, so we have all of our ingredients combined. It's this beautiful, you see it, beautiful orangey pumpkin-y color. Okay, and then we're gonna add the 2 ingredients together. Stir till combined. Get all of the spices in there. And then you're gonna pour this mixture into your baking pan. Okay, remember to grease your baking pan first, an 8x8. All right, that is well done. Get all of that in there. You can see it fits this 8x8 so well. Pop it in the oven and 30-35 minutes, you know, do the whole toothpick test. 30 to 35 minutes, you're gonna have like the yummiest breakfast slash brunch slash snack slash anytime it's good. So that is pumpkin baked oatmeal, another episode of A Single Girl's Gotta Eat. And A Single Girl's Gotta Eat is a single girl's guide to feeding your belly and your soul. Much love, friends. Talk to you soon. Bye.